Cookie baking for beginners. So today we're talking about a very foundational method for tons of cookies and cakes. This is the creaming method. The creaming method is essentially 3 steps. It's butter and sugar, mashed together, creamed together. Then you add eggs, any other wet ingredients. Flour and dry ingredients are always last. Most recipes say to start with butter that's softened. This is easier on your hand if you're doing it by hand, and it's also easier on your mixer. It also is way faster. Always scrape down your bowl, especially if you're using a mixer. The paddle is not going to reach all the way down to the bottom. It's not supposed to. So you have to stop it periodically and scrape it down with a spatula. Once your butter and sugar look fluffy and it's well mixed, you can add your eggs. Add your eggs one at a time. If you dump them all in at once, eventually you'll get there, but they're gonna surf around the butter for a long time until you scrape it down. Once the eggs are in, then you can add any flavoring agents. That would be vanilla extract in my case, but if you're using a different extract or lemon juice, lemon zest, then you would add that now. Anytime before with the butter, with the eggs, you can whack it on high speed, it doesn't matter. But once your flour starts going in, you wanna be a little more delicate with it. If you overmix it, you can end up with a really rubbery, tough cake. You'll notice that the batter is really nice. It's fluffy, good color, homogeneous. If I dig in here, I don't see any streaks of just butter or just egg. Everything's all together. That's perfect. That means you did the creaming method perfectly. The creaming method is important because once the sugar punches all these air bubbles through the saturated fat, it adds to the loft and texture of your cake or cookie. So if you use melted butter or if you don't take the time to cream the butter and sugar together, you won't get as much height. The texture might be a little uneven. It's not the biggest deal, but if the recipe says to cream the butter and sugar, just do it. That's it. You're ready to make a cake. Go forth with your new mixing method knowledge and bake something great. Stay tuned to Lifehacker for some more baking tips and tricks.